Hi there, this is Crystal. Here again to share another tutorial with you. This one I thought I would do since I was currently making some coming soon tags for my client with Bible Pathway Adventures. I was creating my own thinking, gosh, this would probably be a nice tutorial to put together for somebody else that might like to make their own coming soon, or if on sale tag, just to create your own tag for to getting attention, however you like. So what I did was I first started off with a Google search. I used coming soon ribbon banner just to get an idea of a style that I like. That was okay. I liked that one. So what I did was I used my keyboard with the print screen. Over that, I went over to my Photoshop, and I had a document open already, what I'm working on. It's kind of stuck there. Okay, and then I went Control and P, and notice how it just kind of pasted itself there. And I'm going to cut this area out. Now I'm not going to use that because that would be totally cheating and stealing, and I don't do that. So I'm going to copy and Control V for paste, and then I'm going to delete this other area out. Now all I'm going to do is use this as an example or a guide for something that I want myself, that I'm going to make myself. There's no harm in using other people's work for ideas, but there is a problem with using them and just stealing it and using it without permission. So that's not what we're going to do. We're going to create our own. See, ours is not, mine is not identical, but it's very similar. And I'll show you how I went about this. Okay, so I pasted this here, and I'm going to hide this and show you the steps on what I did to create my own little ribbon. So you can create your own little ribbon too. Okay, so let's see if I can remember all the steps. I went to my shapes, custom shape tool. Let's get something that is as close to this bottom part as possible. And you might have the similar shapes that I have, or you might need to find some online. I've purchased some shapes before and on graphicriver.net, or you can also find some just doing a Google search for some custom shapes. So there's one right there. I think that's the same one that I used. I'm going to go ahead and use this. Let's see. Oh no, I use this one. Okay, so I'm going to drag it like so. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter what red I got. Now I'm going to use a rectangle tool. I'm going to go on top of that. Get to zoom in so we can get it aligned correctly. Zip. It's pretty well aligned. Zoom out. And then, let's see, I used another tool. Another shape, excuse me. That shape would be this one right here. I need it to go out a little bit. Let's see, what I did was I got to bring it down. Going to drag it down here to the lower level. Actually, I'm going to make this a little darker so I can see what I'm doing better. And let's see if I remember how I did this. Dragging. Yeah, that's what I did. Okay. I'm going to create another layer, the background white, rectangle. Then I'm going to select this one. I need to rasterize it. Let's see, wait, let me get it correctly sized. I want it to be right there at the corner. On both sides so it's smooth. There we go. I just want a tiny bit. Maybe a little bit bigger. Nudge it over. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, so what I'm going to do, right click with my mouse, rasterize, and now I'm going to align it with this white stroke. Let's move this over so it doesn't confuse us. Okay, so I'm going to align it with this white border here. Highlight area, drag right up to that line. I have it selected on this layer here, and I'm just going to click delete. Ding. Delete. And then Control D is to release the selection. I'm going to highlight this, and I'm going to create a little line that'll give it a nice detail. Let's go with a gray. That's got some color. Let's go down. There we go. Darker. Let's do less than 3. 1 or 2 is good. Then we want to bring that up a little bit so it touches the red line. That looks good. Now we need a gradient. But what we're going to do before we do a gradient is we're going to combine these two shapes. We're going to merge the layers. And now we can do a gradient. I created my own gradient, see right here, and I'll show you how to do a gradient like that. So let's just start off with not a gradient, well, not the custom one that I just did. I'll show you how to do your own gradient. So you see there, these are options that you can use. I'm going to double click, and I'm going to select on the colors that they have because I really like it, and I'm going to start from the bottom. Then I'm going to go to the top, double click, okay, let's go to the top. Let's do one in the center. And then they have some effects over here going on, and that's over here on this side, so let's select something over there. See, it's adding more texture to it. Then I'm going to move this around a little bit, and I'm going to select this and tighten it up. I think I got to change this here. No, it's the correct. I'm going to click OK. Then OK. Then I would want to texture this one right here with a little gradient also. Let's do a darker red. Drag it down. And you can play around with those to get a different effect. Oh, wrong one. So this is down below. That means I lost using it as a guide. Now we can use it as a guide. We'll go back up to that. And in the center. There we go. There we go. And then if like I said, I created my own gradient right here by using this area. I gave it a name and then click new. And then it just saved right there so I can use it later on. Click OK. Ta-da! This is part 1, and we'll come back and I'll show you how to do the other part 2.